Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for this video I've decided it's going to be a very small tutorial on how to do makeup for avatar on CLO 3D. So there are two ways you can add makeup to your avatars. One is directly from CLO where you're simply going to click on the avatar like this. So once you click on the avatar and the avatar is selected, you might be able to see a blue dot over the avatar, and you'll be able to see its properties in the property editor. So not only can you see the properties, you'll also be able to edit them. All you need to do is from skin style, you see here under body styling, you have skin style. So you're supposed to click on this icon for style configurator. So you click here and you will be able to see a few options for changing the lip color, for changing the skin color and everything. So we'll try to add some lip color. See, or say darken the eyebrow color. It takes some time. Okay, so you click and you'll have to wait. Okay, let's try changing the blending options. So yeah, this is one way of doing it. The other way is, oh yeah, you can also change the, oh my god, I hate this. Yeah, you can also change the lingerie, you see, because the design that I've created is a little low and we are able to see the lingerie. So sometimes maybe you do not want to see the lingerie because the necklines are way too deep and it looks a bit off. So you'll just change the underwear from covered to nude. So you won't be able to see, it's gone. All right, and click on OK. So this is one way you can add makeups to your avatar. The other way around is where you can add some more details yourself. I'll just press Ctrl Z to undo all this. So you're supposed to again click on the face and you'll be able to see the texture of the face. Just scroll down a bit from your property editor and you see texture. So you're supposed to edit this texture by clicking here. You see the first icon, so you click here and you'll be able to see all the avatar texture files for her hands, for face, for eyes, etc. All of these you can edit them in Illustrator or Photoshop or CorelDRAW. So I'm going to right click on the face file because we're supposed to edit the face. Right click, open with Adobe Photoshop. And we'll be doing a bit of editing like adding eyeliners, lips. You can use your brushes, you can use PNGs and warp them. So I'm basically going to use a combination of both of these things. Let me cancel this and let's wait for the file to open in Photoshop. So yeah, this is how it looks like. You're first supposed to unlock the layer. The first layer, it's going to unlock it so that you're able to make changes to it. It's taking a bit long. Okay, here it is. So you see the background there, it's locked. Simply click on this lock icon, it would be unlocked and it will be available for you to be able to edit it. The second thing that I'm gonna do is I have downloaded the eyeliner PNG and lip PNG from Google itself already, or you can do it yourself too, like I said, using the brushes. But I simply use the PNGs that I already have. So PNG for the eyeliner and the lips. Yeah, so here's the eyeliner. I'll just click it and I'll drag it to Photoshop, and we're going to release it here. Here's the PNG. I am going to resize it and warp it according to the eyes that we see here. Control plus to zoom it in. Spacebar, click and drag to pan the page. So it's still way too huge. I'm going to make it smaller. You'll have to make sure you're adjusting it over this. Okay, so all this is not going to be visible. It's the skin tone that we're able to see. So just make sure you align the eyeliner exactly over it to be able to see it on the avatar. So this much should be fine, and rest of it I'll just right click and warp. Raising it from here and from here. Stretching it. So the only area that you have over it, you'll be able to see only that part. Yeah, you can also use your pen tool to do this. So I think this should be good to go. Alright, I'll just press enter. I think this should suffice. And in case you find this difficult, I'll just delete it. You can take your pen tool and start drawing it yourself over it. Click, click and drag. Click. Oops, Control Z. Alt and clicking back. Click and drag. Click, click and drag. Alt, click back. Click, drag. Alt, click back. Click and drag. Alt, click back and click and drag. We've changed the shape fill to black and no stroke to it from the options panel. In case you want to move the anchor points, you can use the direct selection tool and just move it. I don't know, I think this should work. Alright, so whichever method suits you, you can go ahead or do it with the brush, however you feel. Alright, next we are going to add some lip color. So what you can do is you can select the lip area using the quick selection tool. go to the first layer, layer 0. That's where the lips are. And the areas that you want to subtract, because this just feels a bit off. Alright, I think this should be good. Image adjustment, hue saturation. We're going to play around with the hues, you see. You want to desaturate it a bit. Any color you want. You have it. You want to lighten or darken the shade. So whichever lip color you want, once you're okay, you're going to hit OK. Control 0. Control D to deselect. Use your burn tool or dodge tool. See, when I'm burning it, it's quite, transparent. It's kind of really smudgy and it's not very hard. So you can also do the same by reducing the exposure that you see. So reduce the exposure again, make sure you are on layer 0. Reduce the exposure and start just clicking and dragging. Use the soft brush, not the hard brush. I want to contour this part. And Alt right click and drag to resize the brush. I want to darken this area, this area, here, bit of chin, bit of forehead, and the dodge tool to highlight the areas. So I'm only doing it at the centers as of now. For the dodge as well, keep the exposure reduced. Don't keep it way too much. Here, maybe I want to highlight the cheekbone a bit, chin, and the temple. So I've done the half of it, and then I am going to, for lips, you can also take PNG, okay? And then same hue saturation to change the hues. Okay, so half of it looks good to go. Let me very quickly also, this shape, we'll right click and rasterize this layer, and we're going to duplicate this layer. Control T, right click and flip horizontal because we want it on the other side, and put it on the other side. Use the shift key so that it's in a straight line and press enter. Use your keyboard arrow keys to nudge it a little. This looks fine. And layer 0, I'll take my rectangular marquee tool. We're going to select half of it. Control C, Control V. Copy, paste. Control T, right click and flip horizontal for this too. Control T. You can see a new layer was formed, layer 1. So Control T. Control Z, Control Z. We'll do this again for you. Delete. So before I could explain, it actually happened. So you can see the dodged area on the other side. Let me delete this layer. Okay. So yeah, Control V. Here's the other new layer formed. Control T. It automatically flips it for the other side. Or if it doesn't, you can also try Control T, right click and flip horizontally. Just make sure it is, yeah, it is properly flipped. Okay, so the eyebrows, I'm not quite happy with the eyebrows. I'll just burn them a bit to darken them. Yeah, looks better. Layer 1, let me delete this. Get layer 0, rectangular marquee tool, select the half of it. Control C, Control V, Control T. Everything is in place. Okay, go to File, Save. Now, when you save, just make sure you're not saving it with the same name and in the same folder where you found it. So I'll just, please mark my words, you're not supposed to save it in here with the same name, okay? So you can probably go to desktop downloads wherever you want to with some, say, phase 1, 2, or you can try different makeups, smoky eye, neutral makeup, or whatever. So name them differently in a different location, save it. You can save it as a PNG, JPEG, or PSD file itself. Go back to CLO. You'll still be at this place where we clicked on the face and we find the texture. So you click on this very first icon, go to the location where you saved it. I saved it in my downloads, phase 1, and open. And ta-da, the makeup is added. So you can see this is another way. This is more blend. You can use brush with uh, some pink blush color or something and add it to the cheeks if you want to. Or you want to do the makeup, maybe some slight white line or some more details you want to add, you always can. So I'll take my dodge tool. Here I want to dodge it a little. And we can take our soft brush with a very less opacity. Add some blush. See, all these things are additional. It's really up to you, however you want to do it. You can do it in a new layer or a separate layer. If you're doing it in a separate layer, remember to merge it later. I think this much should do. I don't really want it to be very loud, and don't worry if it moves inside. This area wouldn't even be visible. So inside, I try to keep it a little dark. Corners, everything a little lighter. It just wouldn't go with my dress, but I'm just doing it. Okay, the pink is gone. I'll quickly put some pink in the middle. Add more colors if you want to, or if you want to add some white line, Alt click back. So here I'm not going to put any fill, but a white outline. I can have a bit of white in here too. I'll put this one over this, so you're able to see it. Okay, so we're going to duplicate this. Control T, right click, flip horizontal. Though, you know what? I really wanted to widen the eyeliner a bit, but let's keep it however it is. Enter. And we'll have to do the face again. I'm deleting this one. Yeah, rectangular bucket tool, select half of it. Control C, Control V, Control T. See, this time it didn't happen. Right click, flip horizontal. And take it to the other side. Enter. Blush added, everything in place. It's just this another shape that I made. It's shape 2, I guess. Yeah, I'll also duplicate this one and flip it to the other side. Control T, right click and flip. Zoom in, make sure it's in place. Looks like it is. And hit enter. Control 0. Okay, I'm going to save it. Fingers crossed. I hope this looks good. Save as. This time I'll keep it face 1, 2. Let's go back to CLO. Remember to press OK. Go back to CLO. Click on the face. From the property editor, browse for the texture that you have created. Face 1, 2, and open. Okay, so you can see the eyeshadow, the blush, and the liner is not quite good. I'll make the inside of it more dark, a little more dark, because I'll make it black, a blackish purple. So I'll make a new layer for this. These areas, dark, 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 dark. No, because inside of it is supposed to be dark. I'm doing it on the other side. You could have also turned symmetry on, or Simply copy it like we did it previously. So I'm keeping the inside very dark so it doesn't look it's away from the eye. And I'll bring the shapes on the top. Save as face 1, 2, save, and this should correct it. Yeah, so this is how you can add makeup directly from CLO, or you can use Photoshop and Illustrator and be as creative as you want to. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and a lot of viewers I've seen they just see the video and they're not subscribing. So just make sure you subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon so you keep notified of whatever new things that I put. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye. See you in my next video.